Hey everyone, thank you for being here. My name is Holly. I'm a psychic medium, energy reader. Let's get started. Okay, when I asked Spirit, today I feel like I'm in a rush, even though I know I'm not in a rush. And yesterday's message about take your time, it's not a race, I'm trying to take that to heart today. However, the mug that I pulled when I asked Spirit, what is the overarching dominant vibe for the current or for the collective today? Celebrate. Why, you might ask? Because it's been, the readings have been pretty heavy. Someone pointed that out, and they have been. And even I've been, while I'm reading them, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is just not, it's not particularly uplifting. Today is the shift. Your life is up to you. You have the power to surround yourself with your protection teams. You have the power. You do not have to feel like a victim of your life. So that's worth celebrating. And that's why I picked the celebration mug. Okay. Now, I want Spirit to step in with a message because I know they have one related to this. Okay. You are no longer taking on the worries, cares, fears of others. You are not a caregiver in the traditional sense of a caretaker, the way you would care for a child or an aging parent. And even then, you deserve to be able to have something reserved for yourself. So if any of you fall into one of those two categories of a small child or an aging parent or someone that you have to give ongoing care to, you still get to reserve a little bit for yourself. Remember that, please. You are your own sovereign being, which means that once that time period has passed, because the time period will pass, where does that leave you? So it is up to you to decide what it is. And this is empowering. It's not a you need to message at all. I mean, this is a perfectly empowering message. And I am so glad to finally get one. Celebrate who you are every day, even if it's in a small way. I got the curtains open a little bit because it's snowing again. And one of the cats, she's like not happy about it and pawing at the window at this, and that you heard her. She's my little old lady, but man, she is vocal. She will tell you what she is thinking, and there is nothing wrong with that. I think we all bite our tongues so much that all we are familiar with is the taste of blood in our mouths, and that's not good, and that's not the way it should be. So, all right, there you go. That's funny. She just left. She figured, can't do anything about it. Kind of my take on the snow, too. All right. So let's see what the message is for the collective today. Ideals Tarot. Yeah, today is the first day in a really, when I had that session with Sam Reeser with Soulful Journeys, it was empowering, and I felt like I could exhale for the first time in a long time. But then I kind of went into a funk because I realized I've surrounded myself with needy people, and I've surrounded myself with disingenuous people. It's like if someone only, and it's not everybody. So it's not everybody I know. I have some really good people in my life, thankfully. But there are more who only reach out when they want something. Have you noticed that? If you notice that in your own life, you don't have to say yes every time to them. You can say yes to yourself. Okay. These two stood out to the side while I was saying that. Oh, interesting. Okay. So you got the Two of Swords and the King of Swords. Don't worry about that person from the past is what I'm hearing. So don't worry about that person from the past, because I know a lot of you have some pretty tricky exes in the past, whether it's friendships, communities, and for some of you it's communities because they only wanted you around when you were valuable to them. For some of you, it is truly an ex-partner. For some of you, it could be a former business partner or boss even. All right, so we're not going to worry about that. Right now, what is the message for the collective? What is the advice from Spirit? How to move through some of these and how to navigate through some of these feelings. That's what I want to focus on today, because that celebration mug, man, I haven't pulled this one out for a while with the collective, so it must be big. It must be something, a big reclaiming is the word I keep hearing. Reclaiming. You are reclaiming your life and reclaiming yourself. You don't have to worry about other people for once. All right, so what is the message for the collective? What is the advice from Spirit for the collective? And I'm hearing also, if there's something you want to learn about, start taking classes, watch free ones online. The advent of social media has actually been good in that way, in that it brings a lot of free content. There's a lot of free stuff on YouTube. My readings are free on YouTube. You just have to deal with ads, but you know what? They were putting those ads on there from almost the very beginning, so I had no control over it. Now, if you are putting blame on someone else, this is a little tough love message, and this is the only part of it that's going to be tough love, because I know we're similar here, okay? But if you are trying to blame someone else for your lack of initiative, well, then stop and think, what is really holding you back? Is it fear? And that's warranted. There's a lot to be afraid of in this world. But if you are using someone as a scapegoat, then that's not going to work. Okay? So really think about who you are and what you want, and then ask Spirit to intervene and clear the path for you. When I try to do it on my own, just using myself as the example here, because I like an example, when I try to do things on my own, I usually get stuck in my head, stuck in a rut, spinning my wheels, and I self-sabotage every stinking time. When I ask Spirit, clear the path and show me the truth in a kind and gentle way, please, and please add that, it just opens up. Everything opens up. I immediately get the download about what I'm supposed to do, or where I'm supposed to be, or how I'm supposed to handle things. I immediately have people drop away from me that don't serve the highest good. It's amazing, really. So get your teams involved. Get your teams involved. You don't even have to know who they are. Just ask your spirit teams for the highest and best good, only that which comes in the light of the Creator. Okay? You want to make sure that it is of positivity, okay? If you hear voices that tell you to do mean things, that's not spirit. That's the ego or mental illness, and let's just call it what it is. So here's what I want you to do, because these are the two cards that flipped out: High Priestess and the Page of Wands. So this is ability plus action, okay? Ability and action. You are going to rise above any circumstances in your life. You are going to step out of a place of chaos, and you are going to say, enough is enough. I deserve better. And everyone deserves better. But they have to come to that in their own way and in their own time. Hi, little baby. So when you realize that you are male, female, gender is irrelevant in this matter. It's the energy on the card. So when you are a High Priestess energy, and then you connect that to action mode, that is when all things are possible. And they're all possible when you get your spirit teams involved. Yeah. Queen of Wands. That's a beautiful card. Beautiful card. In this deck, it almost reminds me of the Sun card because of the color of her dress. Opened it to the middle. The Empress. You are on the right path. What that means is you are on the right path. So when you decide you are enough, when you celebrate every single day, and when you celebrate your connection to the divine, and you call in your spirit teams to help you, You call your pieces back to yourself and let them click into place so that you are strong enough to do what needs to be done. That's when things change. Now, you may go through several days of just resting. You may need to build your resources. You may need to do a lot of this in quiet. You may have to cry it out. You may have to scream it out. But one way or the other, when you come out of that, and I feel like it's not going to be more than 3 days, but if you are at that point, when you come out of it, you are going to come out whole, healed, complete, and so much stronger. So good for you. The creator of all things, the all that is, whatever name you want to attribute to God. That's my cat. The beings of light do not want you to suffer. They want you to learn lessons and move on, but they don't want you to languish in suffering. I believe she has a hairball. It's okay, Aggie. It's all right, honey bunny. It's all right. You get that out. Just cough it up. It's okay. You'll feel better. It's all right. Maybe, maybe not. Come on. All right. You just come right under here. If it comes up, it comes up. That's okay, baby. That's okay. All right. Well, while she's working on that, well, she knows no shame. So while she's working on possibly a hairball, which I don't think it is, let's get a little froggy card. Are you okay there? Okay. Yeah, she's under the chair now. She's just sort of like, yeah, I'm okay. Mabel Equay, the Little Frog's Guide to Self-Care. We're going to get a card from this deck. Now she's on the other side of the chair, so she's all right. She's all right, I promise. No. Okay. All right, we have 3 here. 1, 2, 3. All right. Yeah, she's okay now. She was just like, nah. Had just a little coughing spell. You want to come up? Here's my old girl. All right. I'm going to put my glasses on. I'm sorry, that took a little while, but I wanted to make sure she was okay. All right. My trauma doesn't make me less lovable. What are we talking about here? Okay. I am on my own timeline. I will not compare my journey to anyone else's. I love this. I don't recall this card. I don't think we've had any of these before. All right. And look at those fancy schmancy boots. Okay. Oh, and a little teacup. I am allowed to rest without guilt. Yeah. So if you're in that 3-day cycle of just needing to rest, sleep. You're just looking out that window. Why don't you go get closer to the window, baby? All right. So if you're in that, I left that one from the other day. If you're in that 3-day cycle, that's your card. So, love those pink boots. All right, so, all right, come on. You want to come up? All right, come on up. All right. So we are going to look at, now we're going to use the Lenormand deck, Sweet Blossom Lenormand. She's going to help. Man, she is active today. Normally right now she'd be asleep. Okay, you going to hang out with me? How you doing, sweet girl? I know. All my babies are spiritually evolved beings and little baby bodies. I know. All right. What is the message for the collective, please? What is coming? What is coming for the collective? What is coming for the collective? Oh, a star card. A wish fulfillment. It's card 16. Add it together. It's a 7. So your spiritual needs will be met and realized soon. strap those on all up as a cluster. So, all right, we need another card though for me to get the full message from this deck. All right, we're not going to get one. All right, so I'm going to just leave this one card, the star card, right there. It's also, in this deck, I always think of it as a child, the child card, which it isn't. It's the star card. But because it is a child holding a star balloon, I do feel as though because there is such a strong link to that child imagery, that it's about renewed exuberance and faith in yourself. What was a dream you had in childhood? Oh my goodness. Okay. I think we're all sounding a little bit like that, Aggie. Oh my God. All right, there you go. She does this every now and then. She's not gonna, it's not a hairball this time, but she's just kind of a little asthmatic. Honey, I'm sorry. If I were good at editing, I would stop and let her have her moment, and then I'd edit this out, but that's just kind of life. We have detours along the way, and it's okay. What are you doing, you little scrawny lady? Come on, you gonna come down? All right, thank you. All right, so what is the expect the unexpected. All right. Oh, and this is the Unfolding Path Tarot. I was wondering when we were going to use this deck. Wow, you all have some good things coming up. All right. What do we got here? Wow. Okay. Yeah, good things coming. Okay. All right, we have 3 aces here. That is excellent. Okay. All right, so here's what we've got. Let me show you what's flipped out on the table here. We started out with the Lenormand deck and that star card. Then with the Unfolding Path, we have 3 of Wands. We have an Emperor, Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. And yesterday we had the 5 of Wands. I don't know how many times that thing popped out, and it was about fighting with a group of people. That has moved out of your range, if that was your reading, because this has a very different reading. In this instance, it's about protection, and you are divinely protected. Then we have the Ace of Wands, and then we have the King of Cups. So I think what I really did not expect anything related to romance, and it could be love of yourself or love of your life even, but it does seem as though with, instead of an Ace of Cups, we have a King of Cups. So this could be you just falling in love with your life, being your best self as the Emperor, being protected and guided, stability. You are spiritually just hot right now because you're getting a lot of downloads. This is where you start. You're making a journey and you're not looking back. You're starting on a new journey and you will not look back. You are getting ready to complete. You're not just, this was the second card out from the Unfolding Path, the Emperor. It's basically, I don't even want to say it starts with this because this is where you are in the immediate. You are setting your ship, you're planning and plotting plotting your course, and that's not in a devious bad way. Plot just as in on a map. You are setting your course and you know it will bring you success and happiness, because happiness is the success that you are looking for at this moment. Okay, so the actual card reading starts and ends with the Emperor and the King of Cups. Spirit, these are a lot of really good cards. And when I asked for what's coming for the collective, when I asked for what is coming, help me out to say what, if this is someone's reading, because this is a general reading, you all, but if this is your reading, help that individual or group of people know what to expect. You are aware there's change coming, but you don't have an exact idea of where it's coming from or how protected you are. So there's some trepidation. The trepidation is considered fear and could hold you back. Now, it's always good to be wise. It's always good to look both ways before crossing a street. I'm not talking about just running into the street and saying, everybody has to stop for me. No, I'm not saying that at all. But you are protected. She's trying to knock stuff off now. Come on, baby. I don't want you knocking things off. Okay, why don't you get right there for me? Thank you. So, okay, for someone, if you wear jewelry, put on your finery. If it's dishes, don't save your dishware for formal occasions. If it's clothing, put on wear what you want to wear, regardless of age, style, or body type. This is the time to let your truth shine through of who you are. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm getting. When you do that, you step into your magnanimous truth and self. You will always be protected by the divine, by your connection to spirit. Call on your protection teams when in doubt. And believe that it's true. Know that it's true. That you will be who you want to be, where you want to be, living the life you want to live. Even if you're not if you have even trouble imagining it right now, what I'm hearing and what these cards are clearly saying to me, not the cards themselves, but through spirit. I mean, they're tools. But you are getting ready. So take that time. Take the time to rest. And 3 days could mean 3 weeks. I don't know. But there's a 3. Now, once we move into the new year, I feel as though you are going to hit the ground running. So be ready. So if you need to rest, prepare, get yourself feeling good, get yourself in a place where you want to be, that's going to be important. Right now, you're laying the foundation for the house that you're going to build next year. That's what it feels like. Like the trench has already been dug. The cement has already been poured. Right now you are looking at it and thinking, how is that ever going to turn into a house that I would live in? But it will. It will. You will make it so. Okay, we don't always have to know the how or the why. We just have to know that it's going to happen. All right. Ask Spirit to guide and lead you where you are supposed to be. We can do it right now if you want. Mother and Father God, Spirit guides and guardians, beings of light, sacred self, higher self, whatever you want to call it. Please come into this space. Help me to understand. And you say this for yourself. Help me to understand what I'm supposed to do, when I am supposed to do it. Where am I supposed to be and what am I supposed to do? What people am I supposed to have around me? Help me to set firm boundaries. And help me to be the person that I can be proud of. And that you will hold up and honor because you're proud of me too. Thank you. Many people mistake someone that Spirit would be proud of as someone who is all sacrificing, and that's not the case. There is a certain amount of ego in the all sacrificing. Sometimes you gain more respect when you learn how to set boundaries and say no. If we don't, we take away the lesson from someone else trying to fix it and fix them. That's important. Now, I have ancestors coming in. These are beings who have crossed over, but I feel like there might be a couple of male scattered in there. Most of them are female. This is for people who were predominantly raised by a grandparent or grandparents. Even if your parents were alive, but they weren't around all the time, if you were raised by a grandparent predominantly, you saw that as more of a parent figure than grandparent figure, then these beings would be for you. They have transitioned. There's male and female, both. They are watching over you. They want you to think about your actions, but remember who you are and the strength you have within. When you rely on other people to... Honey, don't knock that off, please. Thank you. Step back in, please. When you rely on other people to validate you, there we go, to validate you, to care for you, or make you feel a certain way about yourself, then that is abdicating your strength and giving away your strength. You have everything you need within you is the message. And they want the best for you. All right. Okay, I think that's it. All right. There we go. That's the reading for today. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm glad we're not getting a ton of snow like before. But I'm still going to have to scrape off the car. Yuck. All right. I know, beauty in every season. I get it. And yes, I'm postmenopausal, but I still would much rather be warm or even hot than cold. Yeah. Come on, little baby. I know. I think Agatha agrees. You were smacking that window hard, weren't you? You were like, stop it. That's my interpretation anyway. All right. Okay, everyone. I'm sending you love and gratitude. Thank you for being here. Dream big. Dream big. If not celebrate, if you're not ready to say that word, say dream big, because you can do it. All right. Thank you so much. Bye.